Come stop and take a trip down on my block, where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than Ginsu, and ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North, the West End to West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up.
This is StitchCast Studio, produced by St. Louis Story Stitchers in St. Louis, Missouri.
Our StitchCast takes a field trip to Trail of Tears State Park to learn and have conversations about the indigenous peoples of America in part 2 of this 5-part series.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.
The dogs are pretty cool, cause
yeah, I feel like E said, I feel like I was a little girl, like in the Cherokee tribe, and understand like they had to work what they had. Like, who ever think to make a doll out of corn husk? That's corn husk, right?
Yeah. It gave me like a weird sense of like power and humility, because it was like I'm creating what looks like a human being in my hands. When I took it home, I just looked at like, this is something I created with my own 2 hands. It kind of, I didn't want to get big headed like, oh yeah, it gave me like a sense of humility, like I'm created by somebody else for a purpose or a reason, and let me remember what my purpose and reason is, because that doll lost its purpose and reason looking at its face too much. That story was very well taught. To be looking and enamored by your beauty so much that you are not completing your purpose and you're not staying focused on what you need to be doing, and then the things that you so focused on that's not important get taken away from you, and now you're forced to only do what's important till you realize that maybe if I was focused on this in the first place, things would be different.
Yeah, it most definitely was a good story though. I went home and told it again to my people.
I was scared to show my mama the thing, cause she be thinking it's like it's voodoo and stuff like that. So I had to tell her before you say it's voodoo, let me tell you the history.
Because it's all perspective for real.
Yeah, I want to speak about my perspective because mine's obviously very different from all y'all's. What I got from the story, like I didn't necessarily like the fact that the doll went to the water and seen her reflection, and she was admiring her face and stuff and loving it. I didn't like the fact that it was something wrong.
So let me ask you this. Let's say you have a son, right? And he keep doing what you told him not to do, with the same thing you keep telling him not to do it with. What you gonna do?
No, that's not what it was, though.
That is what it was. It was specifically told your purpose is to entertain the children.
The creator gave her a mission, and she decided to keep looking at her reflection instead. But it's not the point. It's not because she did it. It was time consuming. Like, you're wasting time when you could be doing something to benefit not just yourself, but the society as a whole.
But think about it. If she never did go to that water, she went straight to the kids, she would have never ever went to the water and seen how she looked.
And that's okay. It's okay. No.
How is that okay?
Right. It's not the right.
Your
it's
image
not the
is
fact.
not important. It's about who you are and what your purpose is. Hold
on. Wait.
The resolve isn't control, bro.
It's like,
it was the principle of you got a purpose, and you're not gonna. If you don't complete your purpose, then what are you living for? What did I make you for?
not only that, it's like vanity can get in the way of your bigger purpose, your bigger mission. It wasn't the fact that she went to the water and she saw how beautiful it was. It was the fact that she stayed there all day looking in the water. And then not only that, not only one time.
Every day.
Not two times.
Every day. And he gave her chance after chance. How many chances are you going to give a person before you say something's got to change? How many chances?
About two,
we talk about
okay.
Three times she went down to that water. I'm gonna look at myself again.
But how about this? You feel me? You said that, like, she, you feel me, was looking at herself to stand a third, couple days, cool. But the creator made her look this way. So why would the creator get mad at his creation if he created? Why wouldn't he get mad at himself?
He didn't create the purpose for looking at
You're
herself.
misusing what
But
he
why would he
created.
get, but that's just like if you draw something, right? And it comes out ugly, you gonna get mad at the picture, or you gonna get mad at yourself?
Okay, but
My
look, the
creation was bad.
picture
I
isn't
created
living.
it, though.
I have a question. I got a statement. You ever seen A-Town? But his purpose is
We can cut that
to
out.
entertain and to bring positive vibes to people, not to look handsome. That's not his goal. It's not his purpose.
It's like this too. Like, I forgot my question, but it's like if a person, say that guy, because of his features, he felt like he couldn't go and talk in front of thousands and 10,000s of people because of his features. He's still doing himself and his creator a disservice because he still has a purpose. If we let these features, and it's still, that's pretty materialistic if you ask me. If you let vanity steal your purpose, you're not only doing yourself a disjustice, but you're doing a disjustice to the people that you were supposed to serve.
Yeah, everybody you assigned to.
And who's to say he ain't give her face back? Or he wouldn't have given her face back. I don't know. Maybe he knew that if she would have went to the lake again with the face, she probably wouldn't even. So you know what I'm saying? It's just what they were really trying to say is that sometimes us being selfish can cause more problems than if we just decide to be selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like her spending all that time at the water was selfish. Was it not? Do you not feel like it was selfish when she was told to like go ahead?
Constantly, yeah.
Okay.
That's the point of it. It's
But-
not that she did it. It's that she consumed so much time
But
doing this.
Repeatedly.
Exactly.
You just don't like the
consequence,
punishment.
The punishment for it is beyond.
Yeah, well, she decided. She
But that's the
decided
only
to
way
sit
he
there
coulda
and
got to
admire
her.
her
That's how
face.
life is.
But you see, like,
punishment is justice.
Maybe somebody else
I put
would've
myself
stopped
in her
doing it.
shoes. If I was that girl and I went there seeing how beautiful I was and I look this and the third, couple days come and then next day I figure out, oh, my face gone.
She ain't even
It
had
wasn't
no
the next
shoes.
day though.
Then you need to figure
I'm
out
talking
that,
about, like-
why is my face going? I'm not doing something right. That's why my
Right.
face gone.
Maybe he'll bring my.
That's how life is, though. Your actions have consequences.
Yeah, most definitely. You can
Obedience
decide
is
what you're
definitely
gonna
better
do,
than
but you can't
sacrifice.
decide your consequences.
That's like if you keep walking down the same street and a dude keep punching you in the face. Why this dude keep punching me in the face every time I walk down this street? I'm gonna try to go down a different street. Maybe he won't punch me in the face this time. Like it's basic common sense. If something
But
keeps
you
happening
could
to you
punch him
every
back,
time you do
though.
the same
Right,
thing,
but that's his
maybe you should
consequence.
try something different and
I
see
feel
if
like-
something different changes.
So basically,
Maybe
free will
you're
isn't
thinking
real.
about it as control.
You said what?
Free will isn't real then.
Free will is real. It's
That's why
called
she got her
it's called
face took,
action and
'cause she had too much
consequence.
free will.
Yeah, you take
It's called action and consequence. If you
That's
do
like
Cause and
something
effect.
dumb, something dumb gonna happen to you. If you do something smart, something smart will
And
happen for you.
she could have literally went back down to the lake. Like she could have rebelled and been like, since you took my face, I'm just going to go sit at the lake.
Yeah.
But
That's what I would
because,
have did.
but
And you know
because,
what happened?
but
She
you
would've been
wouldn't
gone.
you wouldn't have
Nothing
learned a
from it.
lesson.
You
I'm
would've just not
I'm
got her
finna make something else because you're not doing what you need to do. I need
Then
to
make
find something
something else.
and create something
Maybe
that's
I'm
gonna
not
do what
good
it
enough
needs
That
to
to
do.
do.
situation
That's how
gave
it's
her
gonna be, though.
wisdom.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's that time again. Time for another StitchCast Studio Arts Interlude. That's right, let's pick the city up. This week, we have a Story Stitchers original song entitled Prairie Therapy.
I admit I ain't never been to a prairie. If I tell my guys where I'm going, they probably tell me they worry. Cause where we from ain't unpeaceful about the pieces they carry. And even when situations got scary, I never scaried. I dealt with the repercussions of living near folks that do not know nothing but being tough. If they call you bluff, don't be bluffing. I ain't judging, no. My people far from perfect, but I love them, no. They only know how struggle go. I'm trying to show them other roads. Cause back at home, I feel the tension in the undertones. But here it's nothing close. I see buffalo, I'm like, what are those? This vacation that I take from war on crime, place of crime is never vacant. I work overtime to sober minds. So alive is how the earth is, skies clearer, grass greener, world perfect. Make it hurt to see how worse it gets when I return to pollution, shooting and traps. And I know I gotta go back, but before I gotta do that, if they wondering where I'm at, I'm just
relaxing and enjoying life. With the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night. Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night.
As I walk through these gates, the grass changed my landscape with confidence. They stand tall and straight like a wall of faith. We call this place the passion, a prairie. No worries, all the burdens you bury with one breath are released into the essence of time, bringing new life to your measureless mind. What once was so heavily despised became the niche to your prime. A butterfly sheltered by the hood, but I knew that you could surface the surface and dig deeper in the soil where you were planted. Weeds and flowers don't go hand in hand, but they handed you the mantle, then tried to dismantle you, but you took the stance in the garden when it was so unmanageable. So now it's time for you to hatch and lead a cocoon and go and lead your platoon.
Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night. Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night.
I can't hear myself think I need to get away and put an entry in my journal what I did today. I never seen weeds, policies, still I feel the breeze. The native grasslands, a few trees. It's more than a matter of biodiversity. A place where time sits still, no sense of urgency. I left my cell in the city and did it purposely. Deserve to be free with the birds and the bees. So naturally, there's plenty of rainfall and wildflowers, mild showers, and plants growing by the hour. Long-term management is essential. Conserving the landscape is good for the mental. And I'm
relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night. Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night.
Space and time with the rhymes we create. Therapeutic is the music so the minds can relate. See me shine when the shade get thrown at me from that hate. It don't really make no difference, it just lets me know how great I can feel about myself, even if nobody else can co-sign. Gotta get away from the dope and the gunplay, that's where I was when I wrote mine. The seasons change, things are strange. 2020 going gray, just cause you heard don't bring the pain. Get washed away up in the rain. Plant the seed humanity, the enemy is vanity. Seeing is believing, but vision you see what can it be. A scholarship to college, maybe a trade can get you knowledge. Your experience compile it while others spit vitriolic. Negative full of malice, no problem, we see a challenge. This prairie can soothe the hood attitude and bring balance. Watch me stitch up a story, but sign it as story stitches. My lyrics be on 1000 so viewers can get the picture.
Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night. Relaxing and enjoying life, with the sun out and shining bright, with the plants and the trees, the bugs and the bees, and I don't mind if it's a rainy night.
And I feel like just from like, of course, when the lady told us about it, I took it from a Christian perspective and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about how today's society is now, how we so caught up how we look, not just only for ourselves but for others. And some people don't understand the purpose that we in.
That's why black fatigue is so high right now.
When it comes to like just Instagram and how we flash and all that extra stuff,
black fatigue is up because of that.
I feel like it was more connected to today's society itself. Mm-hmm. Like how we so caught up with our beauty and how we gotta get all these surgeries and all this extra stuff, but we not understand the purpose. We try to please.
We're not making no progress right now as a community.
I feel like we try to please others instead of try to
please God
and not try to please God and not understanding the purpose you gotta put the people that you know your target is. Like you just so focused on trying to please them and try to get validation from them, but you're not teaching them. So
I just didn't like the fact that what it made me feel like.
So maybe
You feel me? It made me
maybe it has something to do with you that you need to be working on.
No, it just made me feel like.
See?
You feel me?
Nah, just not.
Listen, bro.
No, I'm good. Perfect. No, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Go ahead.
It just made me feel like she got a consequence for admiring her beauty.
And
you are correct. You are correct.
Wasting
You are correct.
Wasting time. She could have easily just looked at herself and said, "I'm cute," and kept moving.
That's
and then she could have went back the next day and been like,
As soon as the kids went to sleep, she could have went to. Oh my God! Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
She could have kept it
She got a
moving.
family to live. She got.
Good thing we had this talk, because now I see.
I admired myself for 5 minutes, bro.
That's not, but that's how I feel the day of, though.
Bro.
Like, it's 24 hours a day.
We
When the
should've had
job
this
is
talk the
done
day
and the
of.
kids don't need to be entertained no more, she could easily just been on some, all right, my job done. Now I can go look at this water all I want to.
And I feel like feel like it was more just not just about the purpose, but it's about the principle. You're not focusing on what you really got to be focusing on.
And she probably wasn't even all that, to be
And
for real.
probably was not. like you conceited. Like, that's being conceited. I feel that's in the Bible. Conceited, prideful.
Well,
being
I'm a
called
Leo.
how you is, and I feel
I'm
like
a Leo.
that's when you get caught up.
So
And that's when
maybe,
you get
like y'all
humble.
just said, it probably is a me thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's like I'm not saying
you
you're
gotta
not wrong.
swallow
You're
that
not
pride.
wrong.
I would definitely be mad and you feel me, ready to bark at somebody if you feel me. They telling me, you like I do it already. I be in the bathroom very long, trying to make sure I look good to myself or whatever, to my liking.
But you
Not
ain't
to
doing
y'all,
it
I don't
all
care about how
day.
y'all see me, but to my liking. And
But
then
you doing it
they
all
be rushing
day.
me or whatever. I'll be like, yeah, watch out, bro. I'm still finna be here.
Can he
look,
come
you-
over
Why are you doing it all day?
You go in the bathroom, you be like, okay, I look good. Fix yourself up, and then you leave. You're not there all day, and
No, I'll
that's
be
not
there
all
all
you're
day,
doing.
though.
Right now, you
I'm
sitting here
telling
doing a
you, 5
podcast.
minutes.
You ain't looking in the mirror.
5 minutes.
So it's like
5-10 minutes
5
most.
minutes,
gotta think
bro.
about it.
That's all it take, bro.
And half the time, most people don't even look at themselves in the mirror. They glance at themselves.
Straight
Have
up.
you ever looked in the mirror and just looked at yourself in the mirror,
All the
and
time.
continue to look in yourself and look at
Hey,
yourself
hey,
for
that's
longer
how you
than a
get
minute?
yourself every time.
And look inside yourself, because that's when you really have a clarity on, like, okay, I like the person I see, but I'm also seeing into this person that I see. What do people see? Because I'm looking into what people see
I
myself.
look in the mirror, I hit my dance move. Not for real.
we believe.
Hit my little Michael Jackson spin while cleaning out, bro. It's nothing,
What's
bro.
up?
It's all about having confidence for show, but don't be conceited with it at the same time.
You're
Don't be
conceited.
addicted either. Don't be addicted to
Yes, bro. You. Oh my goodness.
Let's not, we ain't gonna point out each other's flaws on this podcast.
I
Y'all
don't
can talk
believe
about
it's
that
a
on
flaw.
a red flag.
I don't believe it's a flaw that I want to pop
Or accountability
lines
podcast.
to the most
Oh, boy.
extreme because it's me. I don't see how that's a problem.
I did enjoy seeing the live snake, and I did enjoy holding the rattlesnake as well.
Frozo.
The frozen
we know
rattlesnake. To
that.
hold something that is a venomous killer
This man
in my
turned
hands
Rattlesnake Jake.
that's different, because it's like in regular nature I would never do that. Let's be honest, I would never do that. If it was alive, yeah, that's not happening. But be able to hold something that can potentially kill me by just biting me
For sure.
is insane. And seeing the difference between that and the other snake was pretty interesting to see that head features and its eyes were different, and even like its texture and skin and like pattern was different itself. It was like kind of surreal. It's like if you were to see a dead shark in person.
Y'all think they got a separate freezer for the roadkill, or it's the one in the break room?
Oh, that'll be a separate freezer.
I wouldn't hope it's
It's definitely a separate freezer.
I would
I'm
hope
sorry, guys.
Hey, I ain't never had a snake, but like, if they take the bone out and cut the head off and the butt,
It's
and like cook
it's like
it, and like
it's
I
barely
like
bone.
probably might,
I don't even
you know.
know.
It's like barely bone though. It's like
Cherokee probably was eating snakes.
Yeah, they probably was.
it's more muscle than
Snake skin
bone.
built.
It's more muscle than bone.
Yeah.
So it should be like gizzards, right?
In a way, yeah. It's like
Oh, yeah, bro.
in a way, it's
Y'all
kind of
nasty.
like
I'd rather eat alligator first.
it's kind of
Yeah, frog.
it's like a boneless
Nope.
fish or something. I don't know. It don't really got bones like that. It's a snake. It don't have no legs.
It do got bones. I actually seen the bones in the museum.
But it's like not really like a
snake
bone.
is
Like
literally
it's
just
like
a
fish
spine.
bone. But
A snake is literally just a spine, bro.
Huh?
A snake is literally just a
Yeah, you
spine.
tripping, bro. No, it's not just a spine. They got a
don't
rib
tell
cage
me.
and everything.
I do feel like the
You gotta chill, bro.
that movie could have been at least like bless you another
Bless
about
you.
25 minutes longer. Not gonna lie to you.
it was cool. I rather watch
I thought it
Spirit.
was gonna be longer, but
Spirit's a better like representation on that. If you ever seen the original movie Spirit, that's a more accurate representation on Native Americans than
That-
anything.
The killer,
Oh,
the Flower
yeah.
Moon, or they killed the Flower Moon, whatever it was. But it had Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and it showed how like the Europeans like stole the land. You know what I'm saying? It's because like natives were really rich, like to be for real.
I believe it.
They had gold, they had oil. You know what I'm saying? They had all the spices, all of
that they used, and they didn't like. They weren't greedy with it. They
Yeah.
were like, we got
You know,
it
there's a
here.
story
You
out
got
there.
that stuff over there. Let's do some trade.
But they didn't want that. They wanted full control.
Yeah. I was asking, like, since talk about movies, do you feel like Pocahontas had something in there?
I think Pocahontas was watered down too.
Yeah.
It's very watered down. Pocahontas is not accurate
I heard.
at all.
because that's the true story. I found out was way darker than
Yeah, me
what they
too.
even
I like
portrayed.
Sacagawea better.
I love Sasha.
Huh?
You know what Sacagawea is?
You ever watched Brother Bear?
She's a cherry.
Nah, that's a great movie.
Sacagawea, that lady, man.
I mean, he's right. Because Brother Bear got something to do with Native Americans. So.
I don't know. To me, Sacagawea reminded me of like the Indian Harriet Tubman.
Or even like
can see
like seeing Shanghai Noon, like that's even a little bit further in, but it's like they made natives and they had Asian slaves as well that was digging up gold and building them like railroads and stuff. Like that, you got to see like a slave camp full of natives and Asian people that were working against their will to help other people advance. Like that's to see that is even a more accurate representation because you have a man that came from China who don't even know what that type of slavery even look or even feel like, and then he's just thrown as a slave to work against his will. He's like, what is this? I'm supposed to work? Yeah, you work or you die.
Like going back to like when the natives were here, it was a lot of different type of cultures here, to be for real. Like people from all different type of backgrounds. Like it was Spanish people, it was some Africans already over here. You know what I'm saying? You had natives.
You had the Caribbeans. You had like
You know what I'm
Cubans
saying?
and Puerto Ricans.
So that's what I'm saying. The full truth is has not been broadcasted.
Even who's
We
to,
know what it is.
even
though.
who's to say that originally all of Mexico was not just America at one point, because that is connected.
If I'm being honest, I believe Mexico and Brazil were all like both ruled by straight Aztecs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like most natives definitely went down south
I
and
think
took
the
over.
Mayans, the Aztecs.
But you did have some Moors
The
that came
Moors.
down there as well. You had Moors that traveled and conquered some land down there.
Those are ancient civilizations.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, civilizations that did less than what the America got colonized to be.
Well, a lot of America's history has been changed and civilization has been
America
changed.
stole
Like
it.
even St. Louis
So
itself.
really is their empire
Like St.
anything if
Louis
they
is
just
not the
stole
home
it all?
of the arch, it's the home of the mounds. It's originally all mounds. It's the mound city before it was just Cahokia mounds.
And that's what I'm gonna ask about. Like the one on like South Side, you know how it said like Cherokee and got that Cherokee sign. Do that got something to do with the tears? Like, I was thinking that.
Well, no, that area is supposedly where the native Cherokee lived for a long time, and that's also where they settled after they were kicked out of their land, and they lived on that street supposedly in the early 1800s, 1700s.
Something like that. I'm not 100% sure about the history. I do know, like in Mississippi, it was a kingdom of natives, and they were called the Mississippians, and they ruled for like 200 years.
Heard about that.
We don't hear about stuff like that.
I know about
was
them.
over there for 200 years.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know about them.
Yep.
Do y'all know about those Aztec architectures we got out in Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I haven't went to see them.
I do.
I think my mama
It's even one in Alton. It's a Pyxburg. As soon as you cross the bridge, it's like a cave and a rock with the Pyxburg. It was told that if you go in that cave, you will run into some people and you will not leave. Because it's believed that people still live in those caves because it's stuff down there in those caves that help them survive. And they even heard lots of voices down there. But they never seen, like, when they see animals, they always, like, leave. And the most you'll see in there is, like, bats. I even, like, went down to the entrance before, and it was, like, kind of creepy and surreal. Because it was, like, I feel like it's something more in here than just bats. This is something else here. So
I don't want to go. Not at all.
To a cave?
I'm gonna let them have that.
I went to Merrimack Caverns one time as a kid. I promise you, I thought something bad was happening.
I love Merrimack Caverns.
Gonna happen.
I ain't never been. I ain't never been.
Might gotta take a trip.
Well, I ain't got time for no.
Well, even now, yeah. Well, you speak about that. You know,
I'm wearing a hoodie.
What came out that St. Louis had like what secret tunnels underneath? Like a whole civilization or something that was underneath.
The whole South Side has underground pathways that lead like throughout all the St. Louis.
Yeah, it's time for me to pack it up and leave.
Like it's real life.
Y'all tweaking.
If I'm not mistaken, the Underground Railroad was an addition to the pathways beneath St. Louis. It wasn't even the first.
I believe that completely. Like it's tunnels underneath in the South Side that have pathways. And they all connect from that Limp Brewery place. They all stem from that. So we all know about the Limp family, right? Yeah.
No.
Most of the people know about them. Yeah.
I do.
No.
I know. I'm kind of vague on it.
He bought land. He was a writer or whatever. Then he started making his own drinks and stuff like that. Water.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a little farmland. He was a good businessman. No, he was a good businessman. And most of all, if I'm not wrong, he was against slaves, like ownership and shit.
He was supposedly against slaves, and he was like for black people getting free and doing their own thing because he recognized that stuff was going on.
It's a lot of pathways that are underneath Limp Brewery that were used to help like slaves.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I could believe it.
I mean, because he also understood that when it comes to making good business, you can't necessarily put good business in for one specific set of people. All good business is available for everybody.
Like Europeans were big on the excommunicado, cooperate with us or die type deal. Like that, he wasn't on that. I don't believe everybody that played a part in making America what it was all a bad person. No, you just had the biggest, the fascists that wanted all the control. And still to this day, that's what it is. Like when we talk about the roots of America, it's not even a conversation. We know. But when we talk about what was on top of those roots, it's a lot. And still a lot to this day that go on.
But look, I don't got no more questions. And I know we could sit here and talk all day. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this. Yet again, another episode of StitchCast. I'm Emira. And we out.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Financial assistance for this project was provided by the Missouri Arts Council. Additional support was provided by the Missouri Humanities Council and the Missouri Parks Association. Story Stitch's creative youth development is made possible by the Lewis Prize for Music's 2021 Accelerator Award. The mission of the Lewis Prize is to partner with leaders who create positive change by investing in young people through music. Additional support for StitchCast Studio and Story Stitchers programming is provided by the Regional Arts Commission, the Office of Violence Prevention in partnership with the St. Louis Board of Alderman through the 2024-2025 programs to reduce crime amongst at-risk youth and the St. Louis Philanthropic Organization. St. Louis Story Stitchers Studio, the center, is supported in part by Kranzberg Arts Foundation, where St. Louis Story Stitchers is a proud resident organization. Thank you for listening.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them Story Stitchers. Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers.